All right, ladies, I'm going to drop you a couple of dimes over here. There's a lot of channels out there talking about you ladies, red flags, ladies with red flags. Well, I'll drop you a few dimes in regards of men with red flags, warning signs that you ladies should be self-aware of when you're going out there dating, looking for a potential husband, relationship, or just even a friendship. And this could apply even to having the opposite or same-sex friendship, you guys. So the bottom line, what do I always say, you guys? That's the fundamental root. You should always look at it. Actions speak louder than words. That's very, very important to follow. Always very, very important. So that's the fundamentals. That's the foundation. You start from there. So again, like attracts like. We did talk about that. So if you are on your mission and your purpose, you're generally speaking, you're going to meet other people that are on their mission and their purpose in life, that are self-aware, mindful, critical thinker, etc. Now, this is all about minimizing your risks out there. There's a lot of guys out there that are big talker, Betty Crockers, you guys. So any person you meet, okay, we're going to talk about opposite sex here for you ladies. But again, this could apply even just towards the same sex. So, you probably heard of the word psychotic or sociopathic, and I've studied human behavior for many, many, many years. And I told you in past videos, I've been, as a professional international security advisor, so I have to study human behavior, particularly as it pertains to certain cultural behaviors, etc. So you got to learn how to navigate that landscape. But the basic foundation of human behavior and response and how they respond is basically all the same. So when you're out there meeting a guy, you always have to look for moderation. Are they dropping love bombs? If they're dropping too many of anything, love bombs, that's a warning sign, girls. Let's say they talk a lot about money. That's a warning sign as well. Now, again, it all depends what you're looking for and what you're after. If this guy's just super hot and you're just looking for a one-night stand or a booty call, your vetting or criteria probably won't be as deep. You won't have to go as deep down that rabbit hole or look for the signs. The fundamentals will be as long as you're safe and your friends know where you're at and you meet this guy and you have a good time. But if you're looking for a longer term something or a business professional opportunity, then again, you always have to look at moderation. If anything is too much, where they go out of their way to do too much, there's too many gifts, too many gifts too fast, that's a sign of insecurity in a man. Too many love bombs, that's another sign of a weakness in a man. Narcissistic behavior, self-love, they only think of themselves, they don't respect your boundaries. That's very, very important, always respecting one's boundaries, and I've mentioned that before. So, are they very jealous? A lot of guys can be jealous out there. So these are all tests you want to run through the person before you actually invest more and more of your time. The whole idea, again, is minimizing your risks out there. And for you ladies, again, your time, your most precious commodity, because again, your looks and your beauty and your youth is your currency. So if you're looking for a longer term relationship, you're becoming at that age where you're looking for that you want to definitely minimize your wasting time out there. So any guy you meet out there, there's just the same way there's women that are full of shit out there and guys have to vet, but unfortunately guys get more mesmerized by a woman's non-tangibles than the tangibles. So, but for you ladies, again, choosing signs are very, very important, and being choosy are very, very important. And again, you got to look at the guy, where he comes from. Again, too much of anything is the bottom line. Too many love bombs, moving too quick, wanting to get into a relationship too quick. These are all red flags on a guy. Again, psychotic, you probably heard about psychotic men, just as there are women. Psychopaths are born and then sociopaths are made. Usually sociopaths are made just through dramatic situations in their life. And then they behave certain ways and they're hell of a manipulator. And that's another thing, and this goes for women and men. And So these guys can be manipulators, huge manipulators. So you too, ladies, if you're all googly-eyed over a certain guy, well, don't be. I mean, if you think you met this fantastic guy and he's saying and pushing all the right buttons, buyer beware. That's the caveat right there. Move slow, take your time, and go on out and have a good time. Again, always be self-aware and mindful, and know thyself first. Only do what you want to do when you go out on dates. Just because you go out with a person does not mean you have to sleep with them. And go out and just have some fun. And it's part of the vetting process. Again, it's not all about creating desperation in the man or holding off. If you want to sleep with the guy, do it, but just do it being mindful while you're doing it. If you just enjoy sex, if you don't, then don't. Again, just go out and have some fun, but look for all these red flags. And there are plenty of red flags in guys. Again, it's the same red flags, I would say, as men look for women are the same with guys. Guys will flaunt their money or talk a lot about money. Usually they don't have money. A lot of guys are just financing a certain lifestyle and pretending to be something that they're not. So depends what you're after, always, you ladies. And that's what's very, very important, is on what you're after in a relationship. And once you determine that, then just go about it. But just the whole idea is always being safe, feeling comfortable, and just going about life and living the best life possible. And always being mindful, self-aware, and be a critical thinker. And again, red flags, you can Google it, ladies. Red flags for women are basically the red flags for men. So now, where your concerns would have to be, generally speaking, men are much more physically powerful than you ladies. So you always have to look out for your safety and be at a place where a public place where you can vet the guy or just get a feel for the guy, so that if you have to step away and walk away for any reason, then you're able to do that. So again, fundamentals, the foundation, actions speak louder than words. So depending where you met this person, if you're a girl that's making something out of herself, right, generally speaking, you're going to draw and attract, if that's what you're after as well, a guy that's doing that. So this minimizes a lot of bullshit and red flags, because it takes ambition, motivation, and a certain type of character to actually create something and become somebody. And it takes you away from a lot of social settings as well when you are on a mission and a purpose. And you go from there. So just stick with the foundations, go from there, and have a good time. And just be self-aware and mindful always of what you're doing. And be safe. And again, anything out of moderation is always a red flag. Anything that this guy could be doing too much of is a red flag. You don't want a guy that's jealous, controlling, overwhelming, buying you gifts right away, want to shower you with gifts. These are just all red flags of insecurity in a guy. And once he draws you in, again, most people put up a front for the first 3, 4, 5 months of dating. So you don't know that real person until maybe after that, or if that person's put in a publicly challenging position and you see how that person reacts. That goes for both male, female. These are all just the basics and the basic fundamentals of it. Just look for that's part of human behavior. See how they respond. Are they a balanced person, when they're put in a situation that's uncomfortable. And I know you ladies do testing, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. That's all natural, that's fine. And put them through the test a little bit here and there. Are they blowing up your telephone too? That's another thing. I know a lot of guys that they'll get a girl's phone number, and if she doesn't respond right away, they're just blowing up her phone. And that's another sign of desperation and just some issues that the guy may have. So hey, just be mindful, self-aware. Again, life is short. Don't waste your time. Just go out there, kill it every day. Follow your own mission and your purpose, minimizing your risks. You become the average of the 5 most people you hang out with. Always keep these tenets in mind. And again, if you don't like your zip code, you think it's very limited in regards to your dating pool, then move the fuck out of there. and find a new place where you can have a new perch and start a new life. And it takes, sometimes it's uncomfortable to do that, but a little uncomfort sometimes will pay you ransomly in the longer term. So hope all is well, and we'll catch you later. See ya.